Hi, this is Jen DeTracey, and welcome to my messy house because MS is raw and real. I've been living with MS for 9 years now almost, and I live with heaps of fatigue. Now, you may notice when I talk about MS, I say that I live with it. I don't say that I have it, and there's a reason for that. And this ties in with the trying to tame the messiness of the brain, which is what the My Messy House is about. It's not really about the physical house. It's a metaphor for the noggin up here, right? I know about this shirt too. I think it's not really the best for shooting videos, but what the heck? It's new and I feel good wearing it. So what was I saying here? Now I'm just like losing track. All right, so yes, I just imagine, just listen for a second. I want to invite you to close your eyes. Close your eyes. I'm closing my eyes too. That's kind of funny, right? Close your eyes and listen to this. I have MS. And now I live with MS. Now I know I'm using different tones because I could say I have MS. I live with MS. To me, I personally don't believe that I have MS. I believe that it's like a little part of me. It's a piece of me, and I live with MS. It's a part of my day-to-day living. It's not who I am as a person. There's so much more of me than MS. There's so much more of me than fatigue. I live with fatigue. I don't have fatigue. I live with it. I live with it every day, heaps and heaps of fatigue, actually, sometimes relapses, vertigo, those kind of things. So I'm curious. Please write comments below. I think my voice has gone up in volume because I'm so passionate about this topic. Write comments below about your opinion on that. I'd like to hear it. I just want you to take a minute, though. I'm going to invite you to reflect on this concept of saying that you live with MS rather than you have it, or maybe you have another way of expressing it that you can share below. To me, having something means I'm stuck with it, right? To me, having it, like I have to go buy the groceries or I have to shovel the snow. It's like it's not a choice, right? And you could say, well, I didn't choose MS. Yeah, that's right, you didn't choose it, but there you are, and there you have it, right? You've got it. It's part of you. And in some contexts, or you live with it. And so for me, when I say I live with MS, the difference for me around the messy house is that I don't feel so charged about it. And honestly, when I wake up in the morning and I get out of bed and I am experiencing that feeling of fatigue before I've started my day, the last thing I want to be feeling is any other heaviness in my life, right? Not to say, I just want to on a side here, I've been very fortunate in that I don't live with depression day to day. So I'm very fortunate that way. I have situational depression that will arise. So I'll wake up and get out of bed every morning and go, I'm happy to be alive. Necessarily, I don't do that. Although that would be great. Maybe I should start doing that. Maybe that would be a wonderful thing to do. I just decided that I wanted to have some separation in my life from everything being about MS. And so I decided that I would change my language around it. And it's not about being politically correct, because I don't really, you can say what you want to say and that's fine. It's just, how do you feel about how do you feel about how you express how MS plays a role in your life? And if there's ways that language can ultimately change and shift that so that you feel better, even if it's just for a nanosecond, then is it not worth it to consider doing that? And that's That's what I'm playing with here around language. Language does hold a lot of power. If I wake up in the morning and I say, I hate that MS. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I'm like breeding hatred. Not to say that, you want to wake up in the morning and say, oh, hi, MS, I love you. But that's kind of tender, isn't it? It's kind of sweet. Like, MS, I love you. You're a part of me and I love you. I think I'm going to start doing that actually, because, there's something very beautiful about it. And I'm not joking here. I know it sounds kind of really funny, kind of dorky and silly. But now that I've said it, I think I'm going to do that. Because the fact is that the more that I can love myself and every piece of myself, including the piece that is the MS piece, the piece that is the fatigue piece, the piece that is the insomnia piece, the piece that is the situational depression for me, the more that I can love all those pieces of myself, the more love and energy that I'm giving to tame the messy house, right? Share your thoughts below. I'm curious. And if you have stories or strategies or ways that you have from your, in this mindset that you are working on to be able to function from a mental place in a more sane way, I would love to hear that. And I'm sure all of the subscribers and people that are watching this video would too. So there you have it. Another episode of My Messy House, 'cause MS is raw and it's real. I'm Jen DeTracey. See you soon.